Hi, my name is Emily, and today we are going to be analyzing a contract. The contract that I have picked is going to be my apartment lease. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is the term of the lease. So it says in the contract that this lease shall commence on the third day of August 2020 and extend until its expiration on the 31st day of July 2021, unless renewed or extended pursuant to the terms herein. So what this means is the tenant will carry out their lease for a full 12 months unless something comes up. The next thing we're going to talk about is our security deposit. So the tenant, before they sign the lease, will deposit a $500 fee to be held by the landlord as a security deposit for reasonable cleaning of and damages that happen in the apartment, or if the lease expires. So the tenant will be liable for any of that. The tenant may not apply the security deposit to any rent due under this lease. So that means that the security deposit cannot be used as rent money. The next thing we're going to talk about are rent payments. So the tenant agrees to pay rent unto the landlord during the term of this lease in equal monthly installments of $550. So each installment will be due the first of the month. After 5 days, if the tenant has not turned in their rent money, there will be a fee on top of the actual rent. So next we're going to talk about consequences of a breach by a tenant. So if the tenant violates any of the terms or conditions of the lease, they can be kicked out, or they can get a written notice of the acts that they breached, and they will be terminated after 30 days of the notice of the breach. So if the breach is any damages or something like that, then you will have to pay a fee, and you will be kicked out of the complex. Next, we're going to talk about delivery of notices. So any given notice under this lease for applicable Georgia law shall be made by a tenant in writing and delivered to the address noted above. So any notice from the landlord to the tenant shall be in writing and shall be deemed sufficiently served upon tenant when the deposited in the mail addressed to the lease premises says. So if the tenant is more than one person, the notice won't be given to that other person also. So the utilities that are provided are electric, water, telephone, cable, garbage pickup, and internet. The landlord will provide the following utilities: electric $50 a cap per person, max of $150, and water $10 a cap per person, garbage pickup, and the internet. Some of the obligations are to keep all plumbing fixtures in the dwelling unit clean. Don't deliberately or negligently destroy or damage any of the property. Conduct yourself with a good manner. And if the tenant has an overnight guest for more than one night, the tenant must get prior approval from the management. So yeah, that was pretty much my lease agreement. Thanks.